I think why it's actually inherently healing is a mystery. I don't think we can ever fully know the whys as clearly as maybe we would like to, but that's why people do research. That's why Carl Jung wrote as prolifically as he did, because I really think Jung had a huge impact on the development of the field of art therapy, because he was one of the few early pioneers that wanted people to make artwork in their sessions with him. Swiss psychiatrist, right? and he also told them, you should take this artwork home and keep it near you and look at it. So that's the relational space, right, of self to the art. I know there are certain pieces of art that I make that I can easily sell, and there are some others that I have to have around me. I made a life-size sculpture 20 years ago that I called Dear Woman. She's still in my personal space because she still speaks to me about something really profound. And I don't know all of what that is, but I know when I look at her, I feel this sense of connection and well-being. And she matters to me still. So there's a relational capacity that happens as we make our art. We engage, right? So I think part of the healing is this sense of engagement of the self. Sometimes it's something that we don't even know is present. It often is something that we don't know is present, right? So it's kind of below the layer of conscious awareness, as we call it, right? So it resides in the unconscious. So it comes, I think, from a similar place, for example, as dreams do, right? They rise up, we wake up in the morning and go, what was that? Right? And I work with my dreams actively, so I write them down and I draw them, and I have the parts of the dream that seem important speak their own truth, and I document that, I write that down, and I get them to relate to one another so that I can understand, why did my psyche deliver this to me today? Right? And it's usually it's always timely. Even if I can't, even if I don't know in the moment, which I usually don't, sometimes I have to live with the dream for weeks, sometimes years. And I go, oh my God. And the more I live with it and the more I return to it, the more it reveals, right? So these things are like keys that unlock doors behind which are hidden, I think, the gems of our psyches, right? The things that frighten us, the things that ultimately heal us, the things that we're ashamed about, right? The things that excite us. So all these sort of dimensions of consciousness, which is why Jung is so important to me, because I think his psychology and his theories are just phenomenally amazing. And the more I read Jungian stuff and practice it myself, and then use it with my students, I'm more amazed. My amazement never goes away, and my sense of the mystery of it deepens. Right? So, probably haven't answered your question, but